Currently, the weather in England is wet, wet, wet.
It's delicious.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Lavi here again, and thank you for joining me. So today I just wanted to do a quick update on where I am and what I'm doing with myself. Never really know these days. And to introduce you to my lovely nails. So my nails were done by my friend Danielle, who also works in a salon here in Leeds, and they are my actual real nails. She got them perfected nice. I'm a plain Jane, so this is what I chose, and then she just did a quick little design for me as well. So if you are looking for your nails to be done, I'm a talented woman, then I recommend that you go and see Danielle for your nails to be done. I will leave a link somewhere in the description for you to then contact her in regards to getting your nails done in Leeds. So on another note, updates. So I'm still home in Leeds and I'm flying back to Beijing in 10 days. How I feel about being home? So I've been home for like a good month. Last time I was home, I was only home for like 10 days. And then before that was for my birthday, I was only here for like a week. So I've kind of gradually tried to increase my time being home, so I get used to when I actually physically fully come back permanently from China. So it's also to help with like reverse culture shock, because some people do get that. So when you live in a foreign country for a very long time and then you finally come back to your home country, sometimes people have that reverse shock where it's like maybe you go into a shop and you go to buy something and then you ask the cashier like 多少tiền, and you're like, actually no, wait, that's Chinese, I should be asking you in English, how much is that? Like you get reverse shock. And even when I landed and the first thing was the KFC ad on television, I think it was the same day that I landed, and my first initial thought was seeing the ad. It was like an ad for the KFC bucket at £15.99, and my initial reaction was like, oh, 太贵了. I was like, wait, what? Why did I say that? Like, too expensive? Because in China, a KFC bucket is like, what? Like, it's like 37 kwai, which in pounds to the pound would be like £3.70 for a bucket of chicken. And I come back and it's £15.99, which in RMB terms to the pound would be like 151 RMB is how much it would be in China for a bucket of chicken. So that's just one example of like reverse culture shock. Some people get really bad jet lag when they come back and your whole body is still in the time zone in another country. But the best way to combat that is if you fly at night like I did. I flew at like 1 AM in the morning. Sleep on the plane, sleep while you're in that time zone, and when you land, stay up, be in the same time zone when you land. So I landed here at like 2:30 in the afternoon. So even though I was still a tad tired, I stayed up until I knew it was bedtime in the UK. And that's a way to combat jet lag. Do that for the first 2 days and you're ready, you're fully to go. So yeah, what I've been doing is just catching up with family, especially my nephew, because he's 4 years old now, going on 24. Like, they grow up so fast. So I'm trying to have that bonding time, especially with me being away. He doesn't really know how to, you know, bond with me, and like, he's so excited for me to be here because we're always FaceTiming. So it's nice for me to be in the flesh and have that quality time with him and see how he's grown, and also make sure he knows the rules with Auntie La, But also like just to enjoy time with family and see how things have changed and what's been going on, and also catching up with friends. There's still a few friends I haven't been able to catch up with yet, but that's due to, like, you know, timing, and people have shit to do, you know. Just being able to have that time to bond with everyone and catch up with everyone is really nice. What else has happened? Oh yeah, I've been binging a hell of a lot on all the foods I can imagine. I've had me fish and chips, I've had my pub breakfast, my pub lunch, I've had my Nando's, I've had my mum's dinner, which is always like a savour to anyone when you come home after a long period of not being home. And I've had me crisps, I've had me chocolate. I've overindulged a little bit too much, and I finally had me sausages. I think it's kind of hard to tell people the difference between a British sausage and like an American sausage, and like Italian and whatever kind of other sausages, because in China it's kind of hard to get those kind of British sausages. They only seem to import American sausages, which is kind of, to my taste buds, artificial processed meat. Whereas a good English sausage is nice, juicy, and meaty. I know it sounds, I'm not trying to sell you a sausage. I'm just trying to tell you the difference between an Italian sausage and an American sausage, and a British sausage is totally different. So there's like friends back in Beijing that are like, I've mentioned about the sausages, something I miss from back home is a sausage. And they've said, oh, you can get them here, you know, it's easy to get them from April Gourmet or Jenny Lou's. I'm like, no, it's not the same. It is not the same. It's like, how is it not the same? It's very hard to explain how it's not the same if you've never tried an English sausage. So yeah, those are the things I've missed. I've eaten, I'm gonna miss again. I've already packed my suitcase full, but I'm still debating whether or not I can take a pack of Richmond sausages with me. I know I can't take meat products, I know that, but you know, God loves a trier, right? Okay, so that's an update on food, family, friends. Those of you who have lived on your own for a long time and are happy to fly the nest will know that it is a struggle to come back to your mum's house, especially Jamaican mum at that, where everything is a struggle or a debate. Everything is a debate, a struggle, a sermon, and and for some reason she's got really into watching like Nollywood films and the Spanish dubbed ones. Yeah, she's got really into watching that, and I'm like, what has happened? Like, constantly on the TV, either it's a Nollywood film.
It was right after the baby came. She started convulsing. We swung into action immediately, trying to revive her.
Or it's a Televita. Like, there's no English films anymore in my household. It's quite a weird situation that's happened, but it's interesting to see how people change. And so my mum is one of those singing mums, but it's repetitive singing. Yeah. So that's always my wake-up call in the morning and in the afternoon, and at night time. So what else has happened? So when I was I flew back here for Christmas last year, and at that time I was still with my boyfriend. We officially broke up in the start of this year. It was kind of mutual, like we were both on completely different career paths and life paths towards the end, and there's only so much patience one can have with someone who doesn't want to try and better themselves. But like, you know, yeah, that happens in life. So I feel like we kind of had to split ways for him to grow as a person, but also for me to push forward with my own endeavors and to be happy. Unfortunately, we're not actually friends. My definition of being a friend and his definition of being a friend are two separate things. Yeah, it happens. You're in a relationship for 2 years. You gradually start to, you know, come away from each other, and then, you know, you realize it's time to grow apart and focus on yourself, basically. And since then, I've just been, you know, enjoying my own company, which I do anyway. I'm not really one to always have to cling on to someone else for excitement or for, you know, information or to talk to. I usually talk to myself, which is a normal thing. It's normal, you know, it's not weird. Yeah, it's normal, it's fine. And you know, people sing in the shower. That's normal, that's considered normal, so why can't you just talk to yourself? But you know, it was kind of a difficult time for me as well, because I also, when I came back to England in December, I was diagnosed with a health issue, and I was struggling with that, to come to terms with that. And then we broke up and I didn't have that support anymore, so I was basically leaning on myself. And all is well in the health department, that's very good. Then I realized that, you know, I do miss that male company. I just want some company. You know, it's comfortable to have that male company, not just to as a boyfriend role, but just to have someone to give you a hug, you know, or to have someone to just chill with and have that little chit chat back and forth and just to bounce ideas off and stuff. Sometimes just having female friends can have its, you know, stresses. Like there's always some kind of drama, and I don't do well with drama. And yeah, I kind of have my own drama that I had to deal with. But after that, I kind of had my own holiday experience. So I went to South Korea and I went to Cambodia for my 30th, because it was also a, you know, a run-of-the-mill time for me as well. Like I was turning 30 and I was like, geez, is this what's gonna happen when I turn 30? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Like, you kind of have that, not a midlife crisis moment, but you have that thought of, damn, I'm 30 now. What am I gonna do? What am I doing with my life? What am I doing? What am I having? What's going on? And it's kind of like, oh my god, I have to start all over again relationship wise, because, you know, when you're in that kind of relationship and you're an older person now, you start feeling more settled. Like you want to maybe start a family. Is this where I want to stay? Am I going to stay in China for the long haul to be with him, have a family here? What am I going to do with my business? All of that, like, notions running through your head. And then when the relationship's over, you're on your own and you're still in a foreign country, it's like, okay, so I'm 30, what happens now, kind of situation. So I'm glad I took that holiday away in Cambodia just to sit on a beach and kind of renegotiate with myself and think, what am I going to do? What's my next step in life? What's my pathway in life? What am I going to do next? So I decided that, okay, I'm going to do 1 more year in China as a teacher, because I feel like just having 1 or 2 years experience in your CV isn't enough. 3 years is probably a good solid amount of time to have in your CV to say you've had that experience as a teacher. And then I've decided I'm gonna come back home to the UK on a permanent basis and complete my masters that I've been talking about for the last 7 years, and yeah, do my masters in Leeds University, and that masters will help with my business as well. And then slowly but surely build up the business brand, get it out there, do more pop-up events, market stalls, and promote it really. The end goal is to purchase, probably rent is probably business wise much more of a better option to rent a property in Leeds and go full throttle with that. And then, you know, somewhere down the line get my house and, you know, money from the business and from work. And then, you know, if a boy comes by and he wants to put a ring on it, awesome. Then have babies, lots of cute babies, some twins in there, and live happily ever after. The end. You know, I guess that's what we all want life to turn out like, right? So that's kind of my 5-year plan, if that makes sense. And during that year, while I'm still in Beijing, I will also try and travel a little bit more. So my next travel options are to visit Hong Kong and Taiwan. I also want to go back to South Korea and Japan. Maybe Thailand, I don't know yet. Vietnam also. Basically around Southeast Asia, and hopefully hop over to the other side to see some friends in Australia and Canada maybe, and finally visit New Zealand. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I still want to do travel wise before I come back home. At this moment in time, I feel like I'm not ready for, it's not that I'm not ready, it's just I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I feel like I've got an idea that what I want to do with myself, with my life and my pathway, and I want to complete that first before I start putting my energy into someone else. I think, like, obviously I have been dating, I've been out there, hello, I'm not going to put all this to waste, hunty. Like, dating is fun, having that male company is nice, but I'm not looking to, maybe, I mean, I guess if the right person came along and wanted to settle down there, obviously, yeah, I'd look into that. Like, I'm not going to say completely, oh my god, no, I don't want you. It's not kind of that mindset. It's just, like everyone knows, there is a lot of energy that goes into dating someone, a relationship, and all that commitment and effort you put into is a lot. It is a lot. And then you find yourself actually not completing what you wanted to do because now you're focusing on this person. And like, yeah, I am speaking from experience. I'm not downplaying that at all. So yeah, so when I get back to Beijing, we will do lots more videos, and also there's a partnership I'm doing with China Matters, and we'll do some more videos with them as well and get those up online. Yeah, so I guess that's it really, just a quick update. Wasn't really quick, it's probably like 20 minutes of ranting. I think that happens, time just goes away with you, and yeah, pretty much it. So yeah, I hope that was okay for you guys and that gives you a little insight into me as a person. There's a lot more to me than that obviously, but you know, we haven't got well, we have got 24 hours, but I ain't got 24 hours recording time on this. So yeah, stay tuned and give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye. What are you cooking?
Why?
Ooh, what is this? Huh? Pancake?
Yes.
That's your version of a pancake. Oh, you're doing fritters? Look at this face. Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of fritters?
Banana.
Banana fritter.
Yeah.
Why are you so aggressive?
Are you asking so much questions?